The Holland America Nieuw Statendam has a wide variety of complimentary dining venues on board. I'm going to give you a little tour of those venues and show you some of the foods that we especially enjoyed. But let me give you a little warning. You may want to grab a snack because this video is likely going to make you hungry. I am here in the main dining room on the Nieuw Statendam. The dining room covers 2 floors on decks 2 and deck 3, and you will be assigned to one or the other of those dining rooms for your cruise. Unless you reserve the Club Orange experience, then you have a private dining room. Meals in the dining room are complimentary. There will be a few items that you can pick with an upcharge, but for the most part, they are all complimentary items. You have appetizers, main courses, and desserts, and it's wonderful. And we will come back to the main dining room here in a little bit. But for now, let me show you some of the quick dining options. The Dive-In Burgers and Dogs is located on the LIdo deck near the pool. They specialize in hamburgers and hot dogs. The burgers have multiple topping options. If you're watching carbs, you can get the free dive, which is served between lettuce leaves. They also have a grilled chicken sandwich called the backflip. For hot dogs, they serve Nathan's all-beef hot dogs on warm poppy seed buns. And I give it my hearty stamp of approval. The Beyond Brat is what you would ask for if you need a vegetarian option. On deck 10, one deck up from the LIdo deck, is the New York Pizza and Deli. You place your order at the counter and they give you a pager which buzzes when your order is ready for pickup. I had the pizza a couple of times on our cruise and it was always quick and fresh. But they have a lot more than just pizza and deli sandwiches at the New York Pizza and Deli. For breakfast, you can have a variety of bagels with different spreads, and after a couple of days, I found that they also serve a small breakfast buffet. So if you like a traditional bacon and eggs breakfast and would like to eat outside, this is a quick place to come rather than going to the main buffet. Late night snacks are available here also. We tried the chocolate pretzel and the chicken wings and fries. And at the beginning of movie nights, you can pick up popcorn here. The other smaller food service venue that's complimentary on board is the Dutch Cafe, one of my favorite places. It is inside on deck 3. The specialty coffees here are included if you have their Have It All package. Otherwise, they do come at an extra charge. However, the goodies in the case are complimentary. And starting at 11:30, they have a menu of Dutch specialties. I can personally vouch for the toasted ham and cheese and the borscht ball. I even found a few little snacks up in the crow's nest, perfect to enjoy with a drink and a view. Another option for complimentary service is room service. Now there are some items that come at an extra cost, but room service is available 24/7 and the menu is pretty extensive for a room service menu. There are printed menus in the cabin, but this is a screenshot from the Navigator app. You can order a continental breakfast, all-American breakfast, several other items and beverages. The additional selections come with a charge, and then they also add an 18% gratuity to those orders. But there is a large variety of complimentary items. But keep in mind, it is customary to tip your room service delivery person. Starting at 11 a.m., you can start ordering lunch and dinner type items. There's a quesadilla, cheese and fruit plate, chicken noodle soup, chili, salads, rigatoni, chicken, and several sandwiches and desserts. From 11 p.m. until 6 a.m., you can still order room service to be delivered. The selections are a little more limited, but it is a good variety. They also have a kids menu, and you don't have to be a kid to order from the kids menu. You can also order beverages to your room. The complimentary beverages are on this side. I ordered room service one time during the day, was kind of needing a little bit of a snack between lunch and our dinner time. To order breakfast room service, you can place your order on a card that they have that will hang on your door, and you put it on your door the night before and select the time of the morning that you would like to have that breakfast delivered, and they deliver it to you within that time frame. Not complimentary, but available anyway. You can order from the dive-in menu and a couple of the specialty restaurant menus as well to have it delivered for room service. The largest quicker service type place, of course, is going to be the buffet, and they call this the market. It is located aft on deck 9. There are food stations on the port and starboard side, and some of the stations are duplicated on both sides. But don't assume it is all the same. Often there will be something on one side that you might not find on the other. There are self-serve beverage stations offering tea, water, ice. It usually comes some kind of a fruit drink like lemonade or fruit punch, and they are available on both sides of the LIdo Marketplace as well as toward the aft. The LIdo Marketplace is open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. The stations are labeled and each station has a menu. The Homestead station had your typical American breakfast foods. At lunchtime I found fruits, vegetables, sliders, fish and chips, and I tried the oxtail. It tasted like very tender roast beef. I guess that's not really surprising. The breadboard station has some ready-made sandwiches as well as a carving board. They will press your sandwich if asked, and one day I enjoyed a tuna panini, and I liked that they had potato chips available. The Distant Lands station often had Asian or Indian dishes, usually some sushi, stir-fry noodles, and such, and I found Italian dishes on Distant Lands station on the opposite side of the buffet. That was one thing I would have missed if I had not gone to the opposite side of the buffet. Rise is the bread station. There is always a variety of breads for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And at dinner you might even find a special dish. I found some beautiful, delicious paella and some jerk chicken. The roasting pan station always had roasted meat selections, various sides, a soup, and salads. At breakfast time, one could find more of the typical English breakfast items. Wild Harvest is the salad station. Some are pre-made and vary day to day, but you can also customize your salad. You point to what you want and the server will fix it right up for you. And who can resist the sweet spot? At breakfast, I could find oatmeal or yogurt with every imaginable topping. At lunch and dinner, there was always a variety of desserts, including a gluten-free option, and no sugar added option, and a vegan option. This is the area for finding ice cream too. They have soft-serve chocolate and vanilla and several flavors of hand-scooped ice cream with toppings. On the last sea day, our ship had Cake Me Away, had a variety of special cakes prepared. They got it all set up and then had an unveiling. My choices were German chocolate and chocolate chocolate. Do you see a chocolate theme going on here? There were 2 events on board that included free food all around the music walk. So look at your daily program to watch for any of these events. One was the Orange Night Party, and during this party they served Norwegian foods, little snacks. And at Chocolate Surprise, the waiters came around with different chocolate goodies to give to people that were there. People that were just sitting in the music venues or walking around in that deck were greeted by servers who just handed them chocolate to eat. Coming back to the dining room, on sea days, they serve tea in the dining room, and you can come and have the nice little 3-tiered servings of little finger sandwiches and little goodies, and they serve hot tea with that. As promised, we're going to look at some of the menus here in the main dining room. But before I do, please let me ask you to subscribe to my channel. I do a lot of research when I am going on a cruise. I like to know what to expect on the ship myself, and I thought I could learn to do this and find out things that I want to know, because surely if it's something I want to know, other people would like to know that as well. So if this video helps you at all, if you will subscribe to my channel, one day maybe YouTube will start paying me for doing these videos. But for now, the only pay I'm getting is a little pat on the back from people like you who watch the video and subscribe and who like. It shows YouTube that these videos are valuable, and it just helps me out. On port days, the dining room serves breakfast. Pretty much anything you can imagine for breakfast can be yours, from cereal and oatmeal to eggs, however you like them, to pancakes and waffles. The menu is extensive. Here are some of the menu items we tried. A selection of pastries, fried eggs, scrambled eggs, omelets, oatmeal with brown sugar, raisins, and almonds, pancakes, Texas toast, French toast, traditional English breakfast. I can say I'm not really a fan of baked beans for breakfast, but that's just me. And a vegetable frittata. I love breakfast. So we did try a lot of the different breakfast options, and we ate breakfast in the dining room every single day. At home, I rarely eat more than just a toasted English muffin, and one day that's all I wanted. But they had it for me, and I was very happy. On C days, the main dining room has a brunch menu. There is always complimentary tea and coffee and lots of juices to choose from. The breakfast smoothie had a praline with fruit on top. Hubby had fried eggs with chorizo, biscuits, and gravy, and I had the Cuban sandwich and some hummingbird cake for dessert. No hummingbirds were lost in the making of that cake. I asked our waiter about the menus, and he said they have many different menus. Typically, if they do 7-day sailings just over and over and over, they keep the same menus for both 7 days. And we noticed that on our back-to-back sailing that our menus stayed consistent. One night it was a little different than the week before, but the rest of the time the menus were the same, and we were really happy for that because there were always more than one thing on a menu that we would like to try. So here goes. 1 week's worth of menus. I'm not going to read the menus to you because that would be very boring, but I will highlight the items that we ordered and enjoyed with pictures to go along with it. You may want to pause the video on occasion if you want to read over all of these menu choices. Every day they bring a basket of bread, and the bread types vary from time to time. The menus I show you will be only slightly different from the main dining room menu because the Club Orange menu shows a special dish right here on the menu, but that's the only difference. For this first menu I'm going to show you, we enjoyed our dinner so much we ordered it the first week and the second week. The rest of the menus I'll have more than one entree and dessert that I'm going to show, but on this one we enjoyed the red snapper that had clams and mussels and risotto. And for dessert, the brazo de Mercedes, I'm sure I'm mispronouncing that. And hubby enjoyed the Rocky Road ice cream. From this next menu, I enjoyed the bean and pasta soup, the seafood deviled egg, Boston lettuce with crumbled gorgonzola, mahi mahi diablo, spaghetti and meatballs. Hubby ordered the Club Orange shrimp jambalaya, but he asked for a tuna steak on the side from the regular menu. They were good to give that to him. For dessert, the red velvet cake and the chocolate coconut Napoleon. Each night, ice cream is on the menu, and I had to ask the server what the flavors were for the day. Often I like that choice for my dessert. This time it was my favorite, mint chocolate chip. Third menu we're going to look at, orange duckling, rack of lamb, glazed filet with shrimp Newburg, warm flourless chocolate cake, and today's ice cream was another one of my favorites, coconut, and I asked them to put chocolate syrup on top. On the fourth menu we're looking at, we enjoyed the crab cake, roasted zucchini bisque. Somehow I managed to miss making a photo of the entrees. I guess we were just too excited to dig in, but we enjoyed the halibut very much. It was delicious. We ordered the chocolate puff pastry and orange sorbet. Our fifth menu featured a Caesar salad, seared black pepper duck breast, salmon with capers and dill, and hubby asked just to have the seared tuna from the menu and substituted a baked potato for the vegetables. For dessert, the chocolate caramel tart and Caribbean banana pineapple panna cotta. The sixth menu we're looking at, I enjoyed the lettuce, bacon, and red skin potatoes, the French onion soup, and the jerked chicken egg roll. For the main course, the red wine braised brisket, and the Club Orange special of the roasted pork belly. For dessert, of course, the double chocolate tart. And tonight they had strawberry sorbet in the ice cream options. Gala night might be any night during the cruise, but they have a fancier looking menu for gala night. For the starters, we ordered the jumbo shrimp cocktail and the apple pear and cucumber salad. And for the main, we both enjoyed the cracked pepper tenderloin with grilled shrimp. Sorry to say I did not take pictures of our desserts on that night, but I can assure you the warm chocolate cake and the dulce de leche with coconut tart were both very delicious. I can't guarantee that the menus you are offered will be the same as the menus we were offered, but I do know that whatever you order, you will be very happy with the food. The quality is good, the service is impeccable, and the ship is just lovely. This is Shirley with Shirley's Journeys, and I hope all of your journeys are pleasant ones.